That's not worked, has it? Well, but link clicker. We got to start. At least that's
from Studio Shire. It's Thursday night.
Oh dear. Oh, how is everybody?
Doing okay.
Not good.
Well, I'll let John go first.
All right. I got good news and I got bad news, I guess. It's kind of like a mixed blessing, right?
Yeah.
So I just got a note from my boss this morning, wanted to know my availability to return to work. And then she just called. And so I think we're going back to work Monday. Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
So
lovely.
Yeah.
That's nice.
But the downside of it means that I'm going to be probably moving to Friday only for the talk show.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. We've got a replacement now, anyway.
Yeah, bring Mark on more often. Go ahead. Yeah.
He can't come tonight. He's working tonight. He's let me know. So, yeah.
So unless I'm home early and I got dinner and everything's settled, sometimes I'll just if you guys are doing it,
I don't know.
Yeah, if you guys are doing it, I pop on and you're live, and it's like 4:30. I'll just pop in for a quick couple minutes.
No problem. Well, Tim's saying that Mac's in sync today. Have you sorted your internet out?
I have turned all my Sky stuff off because it was recording loads of stuff last night, so it's not recording anything tonight. And I'm on wireless instead of the damn cable because I think that cable's rubbish. So I'm on wireless at the moment because I had my new Sky installed yesterday. I got super broadband now, and it was horrendous last night. That was horrendous. I watched it. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I got a new Sky hub and new broadband, and it was worse than the old broadband. So I'm going to give it a few days to see what happens. I've got a new cable coming. I've got a new ADSL cable for the house. Make sure it's that. Ooh. So hopefully, it was horrendous.
I think yesterday you were like 10 minutes behind almost.
Yeah, you were. Yeah. Today.
I know.
It's not.
Did you notice I didn't say anything all night?
Not really good, but
yeah.
Do you know
there were times where you didn't say much. Yeah.
I just sat there because I thought it was pointless.
Yeah.
Because I could hear myself echo about 30 minutes later or 30 seconds later, and I was like, "You three are all talking." I could see it, and it was just horrendous. So yeah, rubbish. But yeah, so are you finished your news, John, or do I?
No, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Just
we didn't got no new stuff.
Well, me and Mark said about didn't we? We said the other day about doing. You want about doing a short show, weren't you? Maybe in a week, like half an hour or something.
That's what my plan is. To do like a 50-minute news show every night.
Yeah.
Probably you use a live stream. So then maybe do it one a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna because she was asking how much I'm willing to work because some of the people in our group don't want to come back full time. They want to just come back. But I was like, no, I'm as much as you want. I'll come back. I'm doing it. I'll do everything. If you want to send me somewhere. I don't mind. I'll take care of other districts. I don't care. I was like, I want to go back to work. I'm ready. So which means that, I'll be, the only time I'll be regular is on Friday nights. I'll be regularly on every Friday night. And then if I'm home early enough and things are going right, I'll pop in for a little bit if you guys are doing it even still during the week, Yeah.
Don't forget, like.
Oh, that's fancy. That's fancy.
Don't forget. Yeah. So we'll put all the branding on anyway. Yeah. So we'll see because everything's sort of getting back to normal, I suppose, isn't it? I got a couple of phone calls.
Sunday, it's definitely in it.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Think in the works. Mark, evening.
Hello, Mark.
Yeah, evening.
Mystery Mando, Mark Richardson, Tim's here, Jody's here.
Yeah. I was going to say what happened to me today, but wasn't that exciting. But it's not toy related.
2 earphones. Yeah, I'm using a different headset today, Jody.
It's his game headset.
Yeah.
So you were gaming today, weren't you? For a bit.
Yeah, I
saw
wanted to
that.
try out the new stuff in Battlefield 5. They did a huge update, so it's one of the last updates they'll do for content. 2 new maps, 14 or 15 new guns, all kinds of stuff. So
yeah,
nice.
Never bought that game. I had the first Battlefront, but never got into that one.
It's only $14 right now.
Battlefield. Sorry, yeah. I had the first World War Battlefield. I like that. Yeah.
Tim's getting some new Boba Fett's. I hope the vintage.
Yeah.
Tim asked me today because of my Boba Fett video yesterday. He asked me what the Fett tax is.
It's just everything's overpriced that has something to do with Boba Fett.
Yeah. Everything Boba Fett is overpriced. So it's like the Paliboys tax as well.
Yeah.
Everything.
I saw the new. One of the guys put up the new the Galaxy, whatever those. Was it the 2-inch one? It was the new Boba Fett.
I get a chance to.
For the kids, you know.
Go on then, Matt. The stage is yours.
No, it's not. It's not interesting. It's DIY related. It's the wife again. So the wife, as you know, yesterday decided she wanted a new toilet seat. So I bought one on eBay, and it's one of those newfangled soft, slow. It's slow. It goes down on its own. So, and of course, it's one of those modern toilets, and it turns up today. I'm like, oh wow, that is really quick. It's only like a day I bought it. It don't fit. So I have to. I've got one of those, and no, the actual mounts. I had to rip. I had to take all the panels off. I've got one of those toilets where the flush, the cistern is hidden. I had to take it all off, all the panels out, so I can get my arm inside the toilet, because the toilet has got it's like that on the side, but you can't get in and undo the toilet. You have to go from the back. So I've got bruises all on my arm here on this side, trying to get my arms in, trying to undo it. Eventually I did it, and I was going, effing toilet seat, all this for effing toilet seat. So eventually I finished it. I finished it. So, but now
I could tell you some bathroom related DIY that I once did. Oh God. The toilet.
And all she was.
Go on, Matt. I'll let you finish, and then I'll go.
She stood there over me, and all she wants to do is go to the bloody loo. So that's a problem, isn't it?
You done yet?
You done yet?
I gotta go. You done yet?
Yeah. You done yet?
Yeah. My sink was in the bathroom, and I had to take all the floorboards up, all the piping up. Going from one pipe to the next one, thinking, it's got to be in this one, it's got to be in this. And I had to take all of the floorboards up to get to this pipe that was blocked, and it was just like concrete in the bloody pipe. So I had to replace it all. Oh, what a nightmare. Never doing that again.
Well, with a flush button, you got those panels, and you've got to. They're like on the push click things. You got to pull it away. There's nothing.
Yeah.
I was trying to get some string or something behind it, slide it to get one corner to pull it, and then it will pop off. It took forever, but So I've done enough DIY all week now, so I'm done now. That's it. I've got to do some videos. I haven't. It's not that great. So I've got to do some videos. I haven't done any videos for like 3 days now. I've got 3 lined up, so I'm going to do them tomorrow. Start doing them tomorrow. So yeah. So I'm doing some more. I'm doing some more top 10 videos. So, but I'll spell them right this time. So.
I just want to know if you finished the kitchen. Yes, you finished the kitchen, didn't you, Matt, at the weekend?
Yeah, kitchen's finished Monday. Tuesday, I painted the bathroom again. Then I had to put a curtain rail up, and then I've had to change the toilet seat and rip half the toilet out today. So tomorrow, I don't know what's going to.
So you're allowed to buy some toys now.
Yeah.
She has to buy you a toy.
Yeah.
She has to buy you a
toy.
toy.
No.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
No. I've had to. One I did today was one job was these behind me. All these and dust them, and a reason I had to get all these down is one of these is to do with a video I'm going to be doing. So on some vintage. So yeah.
Good.
Yes.
Right.
Good.
I've often wondered.
Toy collection.
I've often wondered if, like when we lived on the farm, we had one bathroom, and then we decided to put one in the upstairs of the house. So I built an entire bathroom, installing the toilet, a bathtub, sink, running all the pipes. And then consequently from running all the pipes and everything, we had to redo all the piping in the downstairs bathroom to make it all connect to one unit and go out to where it was supposed to go out. But my friend cut one of the pipes too short. So we ended up doing this weird thing where we fit it in there. We ran out of piping, so we had to use the part. So we managed to make it work by like angling it weird and doing this thing. And I wrote on the pipe, "This pipe is all messed up because Brian cut it wrong. It screwed the whole thing." You know, it was written on there. And then we sealed all the walls shut. And when my dad sold the place, we know that the guy remodeled the whole thing. He basically tore everything down and redid the whole interior and a little bit of the wall exterior and expanded in spots. And I always wondered if he found that pipe and was like, "Who's Brian? And why did he do this wrong?" You know, like.
All right, we'll bring about the toys now. People are getting pissed off.
No, they're not pissed off. They're just messing around.
We were talking about Dan Marino yesterday.
Open a Lego? Is it Lego time?
We're talking about Dan Marino yesterday. So I got that out.
Dan Marino.
That's why I was even more quiet yesterday. You started talking about American football and sport, and I started going.
Matt's like, "I'm not interested in this at all."
Me and John, but I was quiet for a reason because my bloody internet was rubbish yesterday. So,
well, what else? I've got one of those lights, John.
I saw the Darth Vader. Yeah, put it up again.
Yeah.
He's got a lot more etching on him. Did you find it online for around $10, or is that one bigger? That one looks bigger than my Yoda.
I've had this for a few years.
Oh, you have? Yeah.
Yeah. I think your wife bought that.
I got the
birthday, Christmas.
I'll get you. I'll show you my one I got.
I just saw the Yoda up it was like around $10, and I was like, "Oh, I'll do that for $10. Why not? That's pretty cool."
Yeah. All it is like a bit of perspex, isn't it? A bit of
plexi or acrylic, whatever, with etching in it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, we've all got one.
Oh, you have the Death Star. Look at that. Yeah, is there a ship there? Is that like what's inside?
No, it's like it's showing the inside of it.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of
It's Return of the Jedi. I got you.
Yeah, it's green. So
Tim Son has a BB-8 one, yeah. They're pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So today, something else I got today as well.
What's that?
All right. Yay!
Oh, he came, showed up.
The head is really loose. The head doesn't stand up, so I need to find a way of keeping that, keeping his head up. And
take it apart.
The joints are really loose, but I might just put it back in the tape mode because it does stand up, but it's just very, very loose.
The legs get loose pretty
quickly. Is that why it was that cheap?
Yeah, probably, yeah. So I'll find a way because there's screws.
You want to? So I know.
I'm going to try and sort it out.
Toy Paliboys did a video on Shockwave, didn't he? He said he's going to do one on sound.
All right. Well, I might have a look and do one myself.
And yeah, I would. Can you? There's the screws on the back. Can you take it apart?
Yeah, screws. Yeah. I'm gonna have a go of it.
See, I wonder if you can do something.
No head on it though.
Put something in the connections where the legs connect and where the head connects.
Yeah,
make it stiffen up. Make it stiffen up somehow.
Because there's
PTF tape.
Screws at the side there. So I could put some tape inside or something like that, and the back of the head would screw as well. So I'm gonna go see what I can do with it.
Yeah.
But
nice video that big.
I've got another. I've got that as well. Tez sent me. I got them both on the same day, which is pretty cool. But that is from G1 Jim. That's the card I got for the Soundwave.
Huh.
But Tez sent me.
The reader. That's the little reader thing, yeah.
All these little bits, yeah. And a nice little poster as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the reissue or original. I don't know.
It's from a little bit later on. Yeah. It's like...
Yeah. Still pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the chrome like on the missiles? What's the chrome like?
It's all right, yeah. Really good.
Yeah.
All the chrome's really, really good.
Yeah. That's the main thing. The chrome's good. That's that's good.
Yeah.
A good start. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, everything's like, really good.
Is it missing any stickers? Is there missing any?
No.
Is it missing any stickers? No.
No.
Good.
Not that I can see. Not that I can see.
I mean, it's perfect for display, though, isn't it? Except for get the head, but yeah.
It opens and shuts all right.
Yeah.
So I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah.
I'll transform it back into the chair.
Jody, okay.
Just to keep it safe. So yeah, happy with that. I tried to find my other transformer that I had. It's the hovercraft one. I forgot what to call it now, and I can't find it. That's when I found out.
Little tiny ones.
Yeah.
Oh, sea spray. It's sea spray.
Yeah. I do have them somewhere. I just couldn't find it. But that's where I found all my other stuff. Whoa, looking for it. So there you go. Let's get back to the chat.
I'll send the DM to you, Jody. Don't worry.
Legs are always loose on Soundwave.
500-pound TIE fighter. What's that?
Legs have been loose by origin, even by. Oh, they're also been loose. Oh, that's strange, isn't it? Well, I'm going to have a look anyway.
It's because of that metal joint.
Yeah,
There's a metal joint in there, and that's always kind of loose. Yeah. Yeah. What's this one?
As long as you can get that
Paliboys tie worth.
What's this $500?
What was that from? I want to say your name.
Paliboy, isn't it?
I want to say your name. Sorry.
I know his name now as well.
Yeah, we know your name. No, we're not. I mean, you might want to. We don't. If you don't want us to mention it, we won't mention it.
We know.
But what's the
Yeah,
I just want to know what it is. Like, what's the deal?
Yeah.
Is it someone selling it on eBay, or is it like a new toy that's coming out with a Palitoy logo?
It's the Palitoy. It's the Palitoy tax, isn't it? It's Palitoy, so.
Palitoy tax, yeah. Yeah, Jody, yeah, I was gonna do the tape thing, but we'll see. Let's see when I get it opened up.
Yeah.
He's also getting a Death Star Commander.
Yeah.
That's what you just said, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does that floor wax tie and joints on just Transformers, or does it work on Star Wars figures as well? Don't use it on Star Wars figures. Made another deal with my brother. I got all 4 Star Wars toys. He got our Transformers. Wow. Okay. Nice one. So yeah, I'm going to say your name again then, Mando. Let us know about that. I'll send us a link or where it is. Yeah. Go on, John. Oh, you make your Lego while I try and find this.
Yeah.
It's
he's made it already.
Oh wow.
I think it's a yak, right? I don't know. Is that, or is it a kangaroo? I don't know.
Carrot?
A donkey, innit?
Is it a donkey? I have no idea. Is it a yak, a donkey, a llama?
What is carrot?
Donkey.
Apart from rabbits.
Donkey.
Donkey or rabbit?
They have a little tuft of hair on here.
I'd say donkey. Donkey.
It's the tie that Palitoy reps used to wear. Oh, the tie. I thought you meant TIE fighter. Yeah,
I thought he meant a TIE fighter. I thought he meant TIE fighter.
Yeah, that tie. I would love that tie. I'm not paying £500 for it. No way.
Okay.
I was going to get
a rabbit.
Get it to sell it at Anson's auctions, but we'll see. Any custom rocket fighting Boba Fett? It's coming from Singapore. Is it flying over?
Oh.
Ain't the Star Wars figures? Ain't the Star Wars figures use O-bands? No, they're
not like G.I. Joe.
No.
Got to be a rabbit.
No, you can't really take Star Wars figures apart.
Donkey's love parrots, apparently, so it's got to be a donkey.
Yeah, we'll go with donkey.
Okay.
It's just the tuft of hair between his ears was throwing me off. He's got like a
full screen
poof of hair there, and it made me think it was a llama or something. Like a llama or whatever. And he's got that little hair behind his
instructions,
like this hair.
Yeah,
I don't know. It doesn't really say. I mean, they don't give you names.
You should know.
They don't give you names on them on the thing. That's just the checkoff sheet just has spots to check them off. It doesn't really give you names of them, So I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know.
Did you see the whole thing they're doing lately? They pulled all the video game companies pulled all their advertising.
Yeah.
And now Lego's pulled all the advertising for
police
sets that have anything with police or Washington D.C. on it.
Yeah.
So it's like, are we not allowed to have police toys? Is that the deal? Like, I don't understand what that's accomplishing.
Crazy, isn't it?
Like, what does that accomplish?
Going crazy.
You can't have a toy that has a police officer on it. Like, why not? I mean, what's the big? I don't understand. I must have missed something because I'm like, yeah, I know they're having riots and the people are upset at the police and the way that they've acted lately, but I don't understand why there are good cops and bad cops, and why, just like there are in every toy line, there are good guys and bad guys. So why?
Yeah. No.
I don't understand why you can't have a toy police officer now. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Hi, Mark.
Yeah,
Not all
Mark.
rabbit. So it's carrots. Let's get away from bloody the donkeys and rabbits. We've talked about toilets. Come on.
I eat carrots, and I'm not a. I eat carrots, and last I checked, I wasn't a donkey, a hippo, or a lizard, or any. I don't know what. What am I talking about here?
Oh,
well, there you go.
It's John.
He's actually put his name on, so we can actually say it now.
Diego de la Vega Fuentes de Arias Aragon III.
It's Tony for sure. Yeah, we knew it was Tony.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Yeah. See, yeah.
Jody sent me a link to a YouTube video, which I can't show because it's unlisted. So, Jody, I can't show that, can I?
No, can't.
And I wouldn't do it anyway because I don't want to upset Michael. Or do I? No, I don't. No. Sorry, Jody, I can't show that if it's unlisted. I'll watch it later. But I can't show it. He hasn't even put it up. It's for his Patreons. So I've just had that done to me, so I wouldn't do that to him. I wouldn't do that to anybody.
You don't want to send a link out to somebody else's private video. No.
No, it's not on.
Have I come to the right video? Well, if you'd have been on, you'd have been talking about it. You'd have had a story. I don't doubt.
Yeah. Today's discussion has been toilets and donkeys so far.
Rabbits.
Jody, I can't even show it for a couple of seconds, mate. It's not worth. It's not. It's. I won't want anybody to show my unlisted videos. I do show videos of people's videos that are on YouTube. So no, I can't. Sorry. When he does put it on YouTube, we'll have a look at it. But I don't tend to put Retro Blasting's videos up anyway. To be honest with you.
No, we don't. No. They get enough.
We're trying to big up small creators, small YouTube channels.
Yeah.
To get subscribers.
Yeah, he gets enough. He gets enough hits. So
and other creators that help us out, we'll help them out.
Yeah. So don't see him helping us out. Oh,
he's removed it. Sorry, mate. I've got if I liked it, it shared it. Oh, I removed it. Oh, so my unlisted videos went on Twitter for a bit and it's come off, but it'll be going up tomorrow. So not to worry about that. Yeah, we're just a bit worried. He says no props, just Jody. So yeah, so no, I can't show the video. So okay, we need some questions now, please. We've got 20 people in the 20 viewers. So
nice.
Yeah.
Equally now
tonight.
What did you do the one? No, I didn't do it. I have a little man in the village that runs up my skirt. No, I've got I've got a friend who's actually starting a new YouTube channel, which we will be promoting once it's all public. He wants to remain anonymous. Really good friend of a few people will probably know him, but he wants to remain anonymous at the moment. So when he does finally let me release this video, because I've seen the video and it's pretty good. So another YouTube creator we're going to promote. Tez, my friend.
Hello,
thank you so
Eggman. Eggman's here. Bradley's here. Tez Rollins is here. How you doing, guys? Live long and prosper.
Everybody. Yeah. Nice. Right.
Oh, 2 dislikes already. Oh dear. That's why it's called DIY's done that.
Yeah, Joe wife. And it's Mark's wife as well.
And donkeys.
It's probably Mark's wife as well. Because he's bought some hot toys.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe just PM'd me a photo. Let's have a look.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah, I can show that. It's I know why you want to show it. I know why you want to show it, but I can't show the video. I'm really sorry. Well, I'm not sorry because it's not my video. So there you go. That's really nice, is that?
Yeah.
Really nice.
Oh,
yeah. I'd like one of those. Definitely like one of those.
Weren't the original missiles red, though?
Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah, I think they were.
I'd have to go over and open my cabinet up and look at
looks
mine.
better.
The yellow plastic might be cheaper.
Look better, that colour, though.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
You're not going to lose them, are you, then? Luminous.
No, not that colour.
Well, you're not going to lose them. Yeah, Chaz, I sent you a message, didn't I? Did I send you a message? I'm sure I sent you a message. I might not. I don't actually. I've been that busy. Yeah, I just showed him. I just showed him. Fantastic, thank you, mate. And the little poster. Thank you, I really appreciate it. And and the little Darth Vader from me TIE Fighter as well.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
He fits.
Oh, is that what Ted's had? Yeah, little figure.
Yeah. So the TIE Fighter's complete now.
See what it was.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you.
The original ones had little guys that could come out. I thought they were permanently stuck inside there.
No, they came out. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
And Darth Vader was in the Darth Vader TIE Fighter and the TIE Fighter.
Yeah. I thought they were permanently in there. I thought like the X-Wing.
No. They used to come out. That's why you lost them.
Huh.
Lost them very easily. Yeah, probably his wife. All 3 dislikes. All 3 wives. The catalog shows colors. Okay. I think it comes as red myself.
Then we got 4 dislikes.
Oh, it gives you both colours. Oh, that's cool. Cool, so glad I do. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. The video will be going up tomorrow. But if you want to be a patron, it's already up there. So, I'm going to say that.
See, I wonder what I've often wondered about, like, because when I hear people talk about 3D printing, they're like, well, I scanned in the item. And I'm like, what do you mean you scanned it in? Like, how do you take a 3-dimensional object, like, say, that fighter, like, if I have the original toy and I scan it, how do you scan it into your computer and then upscale it to a 3 3/4 inch size figure, something, and then 3D print it out? Like, I don't understand. Like, when I look at a 3D printer, I'm like, there's no scanner attached to the 3D printer. You know what I mean? There's like, so that's got to be a separate piece of equipment that you buy. And isn't the scanner got to be like a 3D laser scanner, like similar to the way they scan like Mark Hamill's face? You have that laser that flies around and does like a 3D map. So I'm like, these people talk about it like it's such a simple thing. They're like, oh, I scanned it in and then upscaled it. It's like, well, scanned it in with what? You skipped that part. I see the 3D printer printing out the new thing and speed up motion. Show me the scan-in thing. I want to see that part of it.
Yeah, right. Isn't it an actual handheld scanner? Can't you get a handheld scanner? I'm sure you can.
Is that what they are? Are they handheld?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the best one. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought you put it in the computer and it magically did it.
Yeah, it's like you just set it on the keyboard and go suck this in.
Yeah, here's a picture. Here's a picture. Make that 3D.
Yeah. Don't you just take pictures of it, and then you can can't you digitally measure stuff as well, like from one point to another, and put it all in like measurement? I'm positive, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
On your phone.
Important special software makes a wireframe.
365 degree up down image grabbing. Okay.
About 3D printing. You import it into the slicer software, and then you import it and output into the printer. There you go. We are educational.
Because it's like that's some of the stuff I would enjoy doing when I get a 3D printer. But I kind of feel like I'm going to get a 3D printer and go, wow, I can only print out stuff that other people made because I don't have a scanner. You know, like.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Yeah, I want to make 3D backgrounds. I thought you just
inputted the data into a computer and it did it. But
I want to make diorama backgrounds for my figures. Same thing that Eggman's doing. And I want to make walls, like dungeon walls and little set pieces for our D&D group. You know, and
that'd be good.
Because we all have our figures, and you got a plastic mat that's on the ground, but it's not 3-dimensional. So I was going to build 3-dimensional walls and, you know, things that were modular and you can move around. So it's like, so that you can have like a real 3D model, because your figures are 3D, but the map's just this flat thing in D&D.
Yeah. An awesome Kickstarter with a scanner and printer all in one.
But he didn't make it.
All right. Yeah.
That's a shame. So yeah, we've got four dislikes.
Oh, that's nice. We're going for a record.
Might be talking about toilets. Don't know.
Luke's giving you a thumbs down.
Yeah.
Terrible, Mark. You're so terrible. I'm giving you a thumbs down. Awful.
Yeah, stop talking about toilets. Yeah.
Well, these people that dislike, they can come on here for 2 hours. I don't know how many weeks we've been doing this now and talking waffle and Star Wars and other stuff. They can try and do it for 2 hours, 5 days a week. I'll see how far they get.
What they probably don't realise is it goes for your channel, not against it, because it's people actually integrating into your channel. So whatever. We know people like us and look forward to watching us. So we've been told. Mark told us last night.
Yeah, Mark's our biggest fan.
You can design your own certain software, but very time consuming. I suppose it is. Yeah.
No, I know about designing your own stuff, but I'm pretty sure I can handle. It just is time consuming. Yes, because I had to do that for a job. I worked in a laser lab at Xerox way back in the day, and I had to sit there and design the whole part that we were going to etch out with the laser, and so I'm familiar with that kind of 3D wireframe software to build a wireframe and everything and get it, you know. But it is very time consuming. But I just wanted to know the scanning in part, because I often, when I watch videos about 3D printing, I hear them go, "I scanned this in," you know, and it's kind of like, scanned it in with what, you know, you know.
Well, that poster is actually from his childhood.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, I'm honoured, Tez. Thank you so much. I'm going to take special care of that.
Action book video.
Yeah. Even got the special offer thing with it as well. So that's amazing. That's going to go in a frame. I'm going to try and find a frame for that and put that out. Definitely.
Yeah.
Love that. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I'm aware of the sanding and the work. Plus, you got to paint them. They look better if you paint them after they're printed. Because of that, yeah. Otherwise, you'll just have those lines, the print lines. I know.
Yeah. Tim liked your Star Wars action figure book video.
Must have been on the guidebooks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dear. So we had at one point there we had 21 viewers. So that's a new record, 21. But 4 of them don't like it. But they're watching it.
I'm Luke Skywalker,
good.
and I have a helmet on, and I like wearing my helmet because like it makes me look cooler than when I don't have my helmet on. And yep, because I'm Luke Skywalker.
He's put it up now.
Luke.
He's actually put it up now. Retro blasting that video. I'm still not gonna. I'm still not gonna. I've got 6 views on that video that is unlisted. I don't know how that's happened, but
and you haven't got 6 Patreons, have you? Oh, you have, yeah.
No, they all went and clicked on it before it got taken down off the Twitter.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
How's your Boba Fett video? Is it still getting lots of comments?
Yeah, I think that's probably why I'm getting dislikes. We're getting dislikes, probably. I'm just trying to think of why. Unless it's just people messing about.
No, it's just people messing about.
Yeah.
I think when I went live this morning and played that Battlefield 5 video, I think there's 2 likes and there's like 16 dislikes. And
what?
Yeah, it was like when I looked at it earlier, I was like, "What the hell?" Like everybody hates the video because I'm terrible at video games. I die all the time. So I think if you're good at a video game, people will hit the like button. But I think when you're playing a video game, the dislike button means, "Oh my gosh, you suck at playing video games." It's not that the video's bad; it's just that you are a bad player.
On my channel.
You know, and
I'm so bad at games that it's so funny that people want to watch it. It's got 45 likes on the video. 45 likes, 45 views.
Oh,
so it's not.
I keep saying about live streaming my Battlefront playing. I should do so because when me and John had that quick game. Me and John had that quick game on Saturday. I was like number 1 on the co-op, wasn't I? So, but then I had to we had 2 games and I had to leave. So
yeah, I think you did get number 1 that one time. Yeah, we were like, whoa, look at that, Mister.
Yeah. Are we going to play this? Are we going to play this Saturday? Are we? Are we up for it Saturday? This Saturday, or are we all busy?
I'll have to wait and see.
I'm actually not sure yet.
I'll have to let you know.
Yeah, to see because I don't know when we're going for our bike ride this week. If we are, we might not go. It depends on how the weather is.
Yeah.
Tim suggested
the best of weather here. So.
Oh, I'll have to go look at the comments again. You know what? It stopped telling me when I get comments. It used to always alert me, and then it like every other comment doesn't tell me it got Luke like an Egyptian.
Actually, awesome. He's got original G1 Soundwave with Rumble, Ravage, Frenzy, Laserbeak, and Buzzsaw. Oh, nice. I'd like to get Starscream and Shockwave once.
I want Shockwave. I need a Shockwave.
Yeah.
I had Shockwave when I was a kid.
Right.
I really want him back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why doesn't he have a holster? How come you can't put the gun anywhere on this Luke Skywalker?
Yeah.
What is wrong with this?
Yeah.
I want a holster.
They can never get Luke Skywalker right. You know that.
Yeah.
What's he supposed to do? Just put it in his backside like this? He's like...
It's because he doesn't have a holster in the film, does he?
I got the gun hidden in my bum. Put it back here in my bum.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, no, that's the X-Wing one. Right.
Yeah, it's X-Wing Luke. Is that Rex and Wolf?
Yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't have a holster in the film, does he? An X-Wing Luke.
Who cares?
So that's what I am.
Give him a holster anyway.
You don't need a holster
do.
when you're shooting people. And...
You got to shove it in his butt then. He's like, if you don't want to wear
it... Those barrels are 3D printed. Those barrels are 3D printed.
Oh, okay.
And he said it takes about 3 to 4 hours to print each. Wow.
Yeah, no, the printing process is slow. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not like you would think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I noticed that, Jody.
It depends on when they're done and who and what.
Yeah,
order they're done.
I know you put them up. You put them up beginning of the week, didn't you?
There is one. There's one right now that's only Patreon.
Is that your
Patreon guys can watch the
your collection one, isn't it?
Yeah, that one is only. But I mean, like, Patreon guys can watch the one on the Remco enemy Mantech figures.
Yeah,
but that's not public yet till tomorrow.
Battlefront Saturday. I'm it for a minute. Cool. All right. See what we can arrange for Saturday if we can.
They're missing the original Shockwave. Oh dear.
I sold my dinosaur cassettes because that the T-Rex dinosaur cassette ended up going for like $250. So I was like, okay, I'd rather have $250 than have a dinosaur cassette tape that I didn't even have when I was a kid.
Yeah, Battlefront 2 is free on PlayStation now.
Yeah, it's free.
Probably a lot more players online.
Definitely, definitely.
And Battlefield 5 is only $14 right now.
That's good. That's good price.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Red Dead Redemption 2 bloody update.
And there's actually a lot of free games. There's Call of Duty World War II went up for free, and Call of Duty, is it Warzone? Is free now.
Yeah, I tried that.
That's free now.
Work.
There's a couple of games that went up that are decent that are free this month, and there's discounts. Like if you want to extend, normally it's $60 to extend your PlayStation Plus for 12 months, but right now it's only $40. So they've got they've got big discounts. Even though mine wasn't due till November, I paid the $40 and got it extended. So now I'm paid up through like November of 2021. So like another year and a half. Because I wanted to take advantage of the discount, while it was there.
Like your rabbit.
Yeah, look at that rabbit. Look at that rabbit. Rabbit. Such a cute little bunny. Oh. That looks like a stuffed animal bunny that we had when we were kids. Rabbits scared me when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I hated rabbits. I absolutely hated them. I saw Watership Down when I was really young, and you don't show a child Watership Down and then expect them to like rabbits.
Oh dear. So
I believe how much.
So we we heard the rumors today that Faces sort of mentioned something about another clone set, Black Series. We're not sure if it's Black Series or 3.75 today. They're rumored it's another set. A multi-pack, yeah, of troopers or clones. I'm not really sure, are they? So I was wondering if they were going to re-release that 4-pack that's really expensive, the clones in it.
Yeah,
that would be awesome, wouldn't it? That being re-released again.
I kind of figured it would be a new one, though. I figured it would be a new one with different, because that one had a lot of Gen 1 clones, right? Mark 1, where lately all the figures have been Mark 2.
They had Phase 2 ones. Yeah, the Shock Trooper, 501st, the Utaba, I think it was. I can't. Yeah, I know it was the. Yeah, and is it? Was it a standard white one? I can't remember. But yeah. Everyone's dying to get some more 501st ones.
Yeah,
so, someone's bound to say what it is, but yeah.
I mean, they could just do a pack.
I'd like to see it out again.
They could just do a pack with 304 or 501st guys and a bunch of weapons, and people would buy it.
Yeah.
You could have the exact same figure and just a bunch of different weapons, and people would buy it because they want a troop build 501st guys.
Yeah.
I suppose you could do that with some of the characters, like Agree. You could take off his belt and his little thing there, and actually sort of, because otherwise they would pretty much look. I guess his helmet would have to be repainted, but the body looks the same.
Oh dear! That's a rude comment. Oh dear! Bad Batch.
Yeah, Bad Batch would be awesome. If they were 6-inch Black Series, that would be really good.
Yeah. Oh, sorry for the bits.
I want some more I want some Death Watch Mandalorians. That's what I want. So a nice set. Yeah. That'd be nice. Yeah. That'll be awesome. Yeah,
definitely. That explains a lot, Tim.
Yeah, definitely not for kids. Yeah. Not for kids. No. And I think my mom just plopped us down in front of the TV because it was a cartoon. She thought, "Oh, that's for kids."
Marketed for kids, because I'm sure that I was supposed to be going to see it. I don't know. I can just remember that coming out, Pete's Dragon and Star Wars when I was a kid.
Pete's Dragon, yeah.
Yeah. I remember the Spider-Man movie, the terrible Spider-Man movie, and
the film one, yeah.
The first film I ever saw at the cinema was Robin Hood, Disney's Robin Hood.
Men in Tights.
No, not that bloody. Not that young, am I?
Lend me your ears.
No, Sir Hiss one. I like that.
No, Tim, heavy metal is totally for kids. There's nothing wrong with heavy metal. It's absolutely for children.
I've got that. I've got that on my Netflix saved, and I've still never watched it right the way through. And I've got to sit down and watch that. I've got to sit down and watch heavy metal. I've never watched it properly, so
there's some good. There's good sections in there, good parts. Yeah.
It's Friday tomorrow, so we've got some new episodes coming out for us TV shows, Mandalorian and Toy Shop Near Us.
Oh yeah, Monday.
Toy Shop Near Us, whatever they call it. I can never get that title right.
Is it Fridays? Is it that? Yeah.
You think? I think it was last Friday. The first one came out, wasn't it? Jaws was the first film you remember seeing. Wow. How old were you then? Wow. I can remember my auntie showing me Entity when I was about 10, 12, something like that.
All right.
And my dad coming home and saying, "What are you watching this for?"
Have you seen the documentary on Spielberg? I think it's on Amazon Plus. I don't remember where I saw it, but I watched it recently, somewhere in the last couple of weeks. And he's in Spielberg today, as he is today, is on the documentary remembering back with John Williams about Jaws. And it's like, and he goes, John went over to the keyboard on the, and he goes, dun 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 dun, and he goes, and Spielberg's like, I was sitting there going, "You're going to destroy my movie. What are you thinking? I'm going to pay you all this money, and you're just using dun dun like 2 different keys." He's like, "How can that be a movie score? Just 2 keys. Who is this guy? What's going on?" And then he goes, explained to me, he's like, no, trust me. When this gets faster and faster, people are going to know the shark is coming, and it's just going to terrorize them in the theaters. They're going to be like scared out of their wits. And he goes, and he was right. And he goes, that's the brilliance of John Williams. And the simplest thing can create the most terror you've ever felt. And then Spielberg was like, and then I had to work with him for the rest of my life. He's like, Spielberg, John Williams is the longest collaboration of anyone in film history, it turns out.
Lord of the
Rings now. It's a shame that never got finished.
I know.
Yeah.
Fantastic movie.
We got the first half, and then they didn't do the second half. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And the same with...
Can I do...
Star Wars, nice one.
The same with the other ones, the where they did The Hobbit, and then he did Return of the King.
Hobbit, haven't they?
Yeah, he did The Hobbit, and then he did Return of the King, but he didn't do the other ones in between. And it was like, I want the rest of them. Because that, in The Hobbit, that's my favorite Gollum. That the way he's designed, the way he looks, the Gollum in that Hobbit cartoon is amazing.
You were 4 when you saw Jaws. Oh my God! I bet you never learned to swim, did you?
Bakshi, Ralph Bakshi. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It wasn't finished.
No.
Yeah, like Sam did half of it. Yeah, shame it never got finished. You think somebody would go back, wouldn't you, and finish it off? But
those figures now are worth a fortune, aren't they? Those figures for the animated one, aren't they? You just can't get them for love nor money, can you? They're really hard to find. Yeah. Have you got any, John?
No.
No.
Nice to find one of those.
Have you got any Clash? Have you got any Clash of the Titans, John?
I think the one guy is a Clash of the Titans, but that's the only one I have. It's one of the armored dudes that runs around with him. One of the knights or whatever you want to call him, whatever that is.
Yeah.
He's in my cantina. He's in the cantina.
On eBay of the night. Clash of the Titans figures are carded about £100 each,
or more even sometimes.
Yeah, they're £100.
Yeah, because they did a play set like the it was like the cardboard Death Star. It was a circle with like a cross in the middle, and it had 4 sections in it. And on the picture, it was sort of like in quarters. You could turn it and had different pictures on each one part of the film, so you could turn it and play different scenes in it. It's quite cool. I think. Yeah. Yeah, I love that Clash of Titans film. It's one of my favorites as a kid.
Oh yeah, Harryhausen.
Yeah, when they do the Medusa.
Yeah, Medusa was great. Yeah, in that Clash of the Titans.
Yeah.
Well, and he did the
new.
Jason. He did the Jason and the Argonauts where he fought the big Cyclops. That was Harryhausen. And he did the some of the Sinbad ones, where Journey of Sinbad or whatever,
Yeah, because that was Dave Price, wasn't it? He was the great big gold.
That's right.
There was the ball or whatever, the armored thing. He was that. Yeah.
The director's edition of Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
It's better, but I find it still pretty boring.
Yeah, it's longer in it, and it's
yeah. They went too cerebral with that. If they were trying to, if they were trying to grab onto the market that Star Wars was, they went a little bit too cerebral. But they corrected the situation with Wrath of Khan. I mean, they did a complete 180, and then Wrath of Khan is arguably one of the best Star Trek movies ever made. I mean,
no argument with me.
You've got basically a 68-minute battle between 2 different ships.
Yeah.
And it's like most of the movie is just the cat and mouse battle between Kirk's ship and the Reliant that Khan is in. And that to me is just awesome.
I quite like the Search of Spock. I like the third one.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
I do.
Search isn't bad
either. And the last one, the Undiscovered Country. Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
That ones I watched that one the most. Yeah.
There you go. Star Trek 2 was released in theaters today, back in 1982.
Huh.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
Wow.
See these method to his madness talking about this stuff.
And what's really interesting to me about stuff like especially the Undiscovered Country is that like Worf's, like, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but Worf's lineage, with Moog, like, his family is one of the prosecutors in the where they're going after Kirk, Yeah. And then also, is it Tim Roth or who's that guy who played the one who plays Tuvok? Like, he's on the bridge as Tuvok on the Excelsior with Sulu.
Oh,
the same actor playing Vulcan back then.
Yeah.
And so they just when he was on Voyager, they were like, "Oh, you're going to play the same character that you were on the bridge with Sulu, because Vulcans lived 100 and some years, so he's the exact same character." So it's kind of cool that like Voyager and other series like Next Generation and things like have all these connections back to the Undiscovered Country, that movie. So it's I find that fascinating, really cool.
He's that guy from Spaceballs, isn't he? He's the same guy from Spaceballs. I ain't found shit.
We ain't found.
There were Rathacon toys. There were 12-inch action figures from Rathacon back then.
They made the Rathacon toys.
We had a 12-inch. We had a 12-inch version of the Klingon that was played by Christopher Lloyd when I was a kid, and I've been looking for one. I've been trying to buy one recently because
I've got some in my basket actually.
I loved that one when I was a kid, and every time I've only seen like one show up on eBay in the last 2 or 3 years, and it went for like a few $1,000s. And I actually found a picture of one in a magazine, and I was like, "Oh man, this thing is it's so hard to find. Like, I don't understand. I don't know how we got it as a kid when it's like they're so extremely rare. They must have been really rare even back then. So I'm like, I don't understand how we had one. How did my parents find it?
Rathacon was too scary. Strange.
I'm glad it had no toy. Yeah.
Robert Wise,
I like the director. Yeah, no, it's not a bad film. It's just to me it was not, the audience wasn't there for they wanted something flashier,
Oh, it's a re-edit supervised with added. All right. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, it's a director's cut of Rathacon, yeah. You get it on Blu-ray, I think. Yeah.
Oh, I wish they did figures for Krull. I love that movie.
Yes,
Liam Neeson's in it. And I remember we used to have a movie night, and all my friends, it was like 10 or 12 of us that used to get together for a movie night, and we would rotate who brings the movie. And nobody had seen Krull, and they're all fantasy lovers. They all like Star Wars. They all like all these great movies. So I was like, "Oh, you guys are gonna love Krull," and I put it in. They're laughing hysterically throughout most of the movie, and they couldn't believe it was Liam Neeson. They were just like, and then we get to the end, and they're just like, "That was probably the worst movie I've ever seen." And I was like, "What? What's wrong with you guys? That movie's great. I love that movie. Yes,
awesome film.
Yes,
I love Blu-ray."
And they were all like, "It's horrible. That was the worst thing ever done." And I'm like, "No, it's not."
This is the American one. This is the Region 1 one. But it plays so in the UK for some reason.
I think I have the I think I have the same copy.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. It did. It did play Klingon. There you go.
Yeah.
It was brilliant Klingon. Probably the best Klingon.
Although with Tim's point,
Yeah.
After seeing Wrath of Khan as a kid, I was definitely afraid of things crawling in my ear. I was so scared when I went to bed that something was going to crawl in my ear that my mom gave me like earplugs and things because I was so freaked out that stuff was going to crawl in there and take over my brain and make me shoot people I didn't want to shoot.
That scene was cut in this country.
The ear thing?
Yep.
Why?
Yeah.
Do you have a nationwide fear of things crawling in your ear?
It's just like the
Teenage
Mutant Hero Turtles and things like that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. We didn't have Ninja Turtles. We had Hero Turtles.
Why? You can't have ninjas?
Yeah.
We don't have ninjas, nunchucks,
No,
anything like that. They were all wiped out.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Poor old, who had the nunchucks? Was it Michelangelo, wasn't it? Had the nunchucks?
Yeah.
He never had them. He never. Every time he never got to use them. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. The Cyclops was the actor was the guy who was in all the Carry On films. Big tall bloke. I can't remember his name now.
Brian.
Yeah.
Breslaw. Brian Breslaw.
Yeah. Robbie Coltrane is in it as well in Kroll. And of course, the main actor who was in Kroll, you know, he later, this is Star Trek related. He later was the actor in Deep Space Nine, who was the what do you call that? Is it the Marquis? He was secretly, is it Marquis?
Oh, Eddington.
Yeah.
Yes, it was Eddington.
Yeah.
The guy who
Eddington and Deep Space Nine.
Who Cisco hated. Yeah.
I remember Beastmaster.
Oh, Beastmaster's great.
Yeah.
I like that one, yes.
Mike Singer, wasn't it? V.
Beastmaster's awesome. Yeah, it was the same
Saved on
Netflix.
I haven't watched that in years. I've got to watch it.
Don't show John the tweet I just sent you, Mark. No, don't show me, Mark. I never would have known about it if you didn't say that.
Even in vintage. Nunchuck. Oh, watching Beastmaster this morning.
Yeah, I mean, some of those sequels just start going way
down.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't they do a Beastmaster television show also with a different actor though?
I think they did, yeah. Or a Beastmaster. Or did they do a sequel?
They did do a couple sequels, yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought there was also a television show with a different actor.
Right.
Kind of like Hercules, you know, it was like that style of thing.
Yeah. So I'm going to look at this tweet that I've been sent.
That you can't show me though. Don't show me. He's like,
well, I am going to do.
he's like, I'm doing it anyway. That's
nice.
That came packed with the dog came packed with the figure in the same bubble. It was just really weird because I've been looking at them on eBay.
Yeah.
So I'm watching a couple on eBay because I want to get the lot. But they only did 4 figures. Right. They only did Spock, Kirk, Scotty, and Christopher Lloyd. But the thing is, Spock wasn't actually in the film very much, especially not in his uniform.
Until the end.
Yeah. But that's not the 12-inch doll.
Figures.
That's not the 12-inch doll that was made back in the 70s or early 80s. I mean,
that's a pretty...
Yeah.
Can if we No, I don't think so.
Yeah, Bernard Breslaw, yeah.
What's Conquest?
Yeah. What about Red Sonja? Now that was a classic as well with Arnie and Bridget Nielsen.
Yeah.
Anyone like
And
that
that's
one? Yeah.
and that's actually Conan's father. So that matches up with the. It actually matches up with the.
It was universe, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? So Arnie's
It's
playing
actually
his father as well.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, learned something new today.
Yeah. They should do a remake.
Oh, I totally think there needs to be more Conan movies. Absolutely.
Yes. Needs to be a King Conan. He's the right age now. He's the right age to do it, isn't he? Yeah.
It's too bad Mako's
King
dead.
Conan.
Man. I loved Mako. It's too bad he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the first Conan film. The second one, the Destroyer film, is a little bit dodgy. Yeah, Red Sonja. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
What's funny with the second one is, but did you notice when he grabs the monster at the end, it's like a rubber suit, and he pushes the head in, like he hits him or something, and the whole head collapses in and then bounces back out because the horn bounces around a little bit, like it's because it's a rubber suit, and it's just so bad. It's like, couldn't you have like reshot that? Why do you have to?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Red Sonja is one I've got to actually get because I've got a nice collection of Arnie films that I like, and that's one I haven't got actually. So I'll pick this one up. Yeah, I'll pick this one up. I'll show you my little. I've got.
He's gone.
I'm coming.
Yeah, you're coming.
I'll pick this one up.
Really?
I picked this one up the other day. This one's hard to get. It's a steal, but the Running Man.
Oh, the Running Man.
Running Man.
Yeah.
Stephen King.
Yeah, it's awesome. One of my awesome. It's quite clever. It's like you can slide it out, and you've just got that. So.
Oh, neat.
You can only get this one's a European one. You can't get it in the UK. So you have to go to like say Germany or Netherlands to buy this one. It's not really. It's not being released in the UK. So it's crazy, isn't it?
Weird.
And this is the uncut. This is the uncut version as well. So you know that bit where he signs all the stuff, and then he gets a pen and he stabs it in the guy's back.
Oh yeah.
You know that bit where he signs. They cut that out, the one in the UK. It's never allowed to show it in the UK. So
unbelievable.
And then the bit where they get Buzzsaw as well with the chainsaw, and he goes, ah! They cut that. So
he was forced.
Yeah.
Remind me again of the plot. He was forced to fight with a bunch of other guys in an arena, right?
Yeah.
And
he had
to survive to get out or something like that, right? How did he get forced? How did he get forced into doing it?
I
forgot now.
That's what I mean.
He escaped from prison.
He's a prisoner?
He escaped from prison, and they hunt him down. He tries to escape to get out of America, and this girl drops him in it, and then she's put in the game show with him. So
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, if they did this for real life, I'd be watching this all the time. That's we did this on TV, real sport.
Well, you know what's really funny when you think back about stuff like that, like the Running Man and things like that. It's like you wouldn't have movies and those books like The Hunger Games and things like that, and like those are direct.
Yeah.
Those are direct like. Inspiration from the Running Man and stuff like that. So it's like some of these movies that we grew up with that a lot of people think are cheesy had a major impact on films that were made later on.
The Butcher of Bakersfield, I remember now.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Butcher of Bakersfield. Yeah. It's all faked, and then he goes to prison, and then he has to escape, and he got these explosive neck things around them, and it's a brilliant film.
They have the collars. Is that the movie with the collars where the one guy runs off and he blows his head off? Yeah.
I remember reading the book, Stephen King book, innit?
Yeah.
Well, under an assumed name.
Yeah,
classic
I love
film.
Bachman on it, Bachman. Yeah. Anyone remember Space Flavor, Japanese cartoon from 1980?
No.
No.
No, Space Force. It's not Battle of the Planets, is it? Is what Battle of the Planets is based on?
No, Battle of the Planets is what's it called, John? It's some other name, isn't it? Quachi Men or something? Oh, what's the other name for Battle of the Planets? They've got two names.
It is like something like that. Akachi Man, something. Yeah, I know what you're
Kachi
talking
Man
about.
or something. Yeah, Kachi Man. That's what it's really. Yeah, they called it Kachi Man in Japan, didn't they? And then they renamed it for UK.
Yeah. One of the biggest animes to check out, which I've never heard Lucas admit this, but it really makes me wonder if you go back to like 1969, 1970, watch an anime called The Lensman. It's
seen it. Yeah. Gotcha Man. That's it. Yeah.
Very similar, apparently.
Yeah.
Look out for that one.
Yeah.
The Lensman, it's this, I just put it up in the chat. The Lensman is a story done in like 69, 70. It was an anime, a Japanese animated film. There was a book before it. There's a series of books before it. And in the cartoon, there's a giant guy dressed in black, but he's got these big horns. And he's like Darth Vader and he works for the Emperor. And the good guy is a kid that grew up on a farm until he's a teenager, and he has these two droids. One is tall and gold, and the other one is short with a round top, like R2-D2, and it has these two arms that stick out like Chopper. And I remember early drawings of R2-D2 had the arms sticking out. And together they meet this old guy who is the last remaining Lensman, and he tells them that they've got to go and save this princess and when they're on the way there, the planet gets blown up by the Empire. And so the princess's homeworld is blown up. And then they find out that she's been taken prisoner and she's on their space station. So she goes they all go and rescue the princess after meeting up with a smuggler and his sidekick. And I'm like, this is the
exact
story of Star Wars.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, I was like, how? So I always wanted to ask George Lucas if I ever see him in person and go, "Did you watch The Lensman?" Because I've never heard him admit it. You know,
it ripped off loads of people. Didn't it? Yeah. It was influenced, so we say.
On Guyver, the Guyver. New one that's on Netflix.
Terror Rocks, you have to watch Terror Rocks. I'm doing the video on it this week. I promise to finish it off.
Never really watched it much, Terror Rocks.
I almost thought you were talking Silverhawks. I'm like, yes, Silverhawks.
I used to like Terror Rocks. They're pretty good.
Yeah. I'm watching, like, the only piece I need is the wing part for my Quicksilver. And I'm actually watching one right now. It's only like $20. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get it. Finally gonna have my Quicksilver complete.
Yeah.
George Lucas used so many different influences. I mean, most of it were from Flash Gordon.
Samurai. Yeah.
Yes, Samurai.
Samurai. Loads of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just from everywhere. I mean, people say the same about Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But, I mean, every story is influenced on older stories, like fairy tales. You know,
well, think about this too. Think about all the movies that before Groundhog Day, there was no time loop movies. There were no movies where the character was stuck in a time loop where he started the same day over and over. And now, since Groundhog Day came out, we've had Live, Die, Repeat, the one with, the aliens and Tom Cruise there. And we've had the Happy Death Day to You, where the girl's stuck in the time loop because she keeps getting murdered. And every time she gets murdered, she has to start the day over and get murdered again. I love that movie. It's hilarious. It's funny seeing all the different ways she gets killed.
Yeah.
Power Extreme.
There's that the Russian doll, isn't there, on Netflix? It's really good.
Yeah, that one too. You're right. Yeah,
that was really good.
Yeah, and even Run Lola Run. Remember Run Lola Run?
Yeah,
that was a really big film. And that one, that repeated. So it's like all these great films came out. Whether you like Groundhog Day or not, it started a whole new genre of films.
Yeah, I've wanted to get some of the Centurion figures.
Oh, I love the Centurions.
They're so hard to complete.
I finally got my 5th one. I've got Doc Terror, and I got the 3 main guys, and then I've got 2 different Ace McClouds now. I just finished the other Ace McCloud, the Orbital Strike one. So, yeah, I want
to get Ace McCloud. I like to get one out of the lot. Just get one. So,
Ace is probably one of the cooler
Ace McCloud
ones. Or the blue guy,
yeah. I like what was the one with the guy with the yellow one with the wheeled thing he had? What's
Jake
that guy?
Rockwell. Yeah, Jake Rockwell.
Jake Rockwell.
The wheeled suit, the suit with the wheels for Jake Rockwell's not that bad to come by, because there's not a lot of parts.
Okay.
There's not a lot of parts. It's not that bad.
I might have a look for him. Yeah, I did like him.
And then Max Ray was the green one. He's really cool.
Yeah, the underwater guy. Yeah.
Yeah, the underwater guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my brother's favorite one when we were kids, and mine was Ace McCloud. So I would fly around with Ace, and he'd run around with or with Max Ray. And but I want to get the other bad guy. I want to get. But every time I see him, he's super expensive. The other bad guy, the blue bad guy. He's always expensive, and never complete. Yeah. Hardly ever complete. So it's hard to find him.
Yeah, so it's Jody's saying Star Trek had time loop. I'm not sure they did. The Next Generation did. But I can't remember.
Right. Next Generation did have. They had one when the Enterprise exploded, right?
Yeah.
So was that? You're right. Was that before Groundhog Day? That's pretty cool. I never thought.
Early 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably more, actually. Yeah, it might have been about the same time.
Yeah. It could have been right around the same time. Yeah, because see, I distinctly remember Groundhog Day because. So I went and picked up this girl April. Her and I were going to a movie, and April was like, "Oh, we got to go get my friend Jill," and I'm like, "Okay," and she's like, "So you got to find someone that can go out with Jill." And I'm like, oh, all right. So I called up my friend Matt, and I'm like, hey, you want to go on a double date? I picked up April, and she's bringing Jill, and Jill needs a date, so you got to go out with Jill. And my friend Matt was like, all right, why not? All right, I'll. So we went and picked up Matt, and he's like, what movie are we going to see? And I was like, we're going to see Aliens. It was the second Aliens film.
Yeah.
And we were all like, oh, this is going to be great. And Matt's all super excited. He's like, yeah, I really want to see that one. We get to the theater, and the girls are whispering over there. And they were like, no, we want to. They turn around. They're like, we want to go see Groundhog Day instead. So Matt caves in. He's like, yeah, let's go watch Groundhog Day. And I'm like, no, we're going to see Aliens. And he's like, no, the girls want to see Groundhog Day. And I'm like, no, we agreed on Aliens. Let's go to Aliens. And so Matt ended up going up and buying 4 tickets for Groundhog Day. And we all went and watched Groundhog Day. And then afterwards, the girls go, yeah, we were with John. We wanted to see Aliens. We just wanted to see if Matt would buy us tickets to Groundhog Day because he's one of those guys who gives in to girls. And he's like, you fucking bitch. He was so pissed off. And so that's why I remember Groundhog Day. And then it came out around the same time as Aliens.
I think you're on it. You need to refresh the stream because you're sending chat in from like what we've talked about 10 minutes previous. So I think you need to refresh the stream, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no guns in Enter the Dragon. Yeah.
Was there ever guns in Enter the Dragon? I don't remember.
No, there's no guns in it, is there? No.
They said that Bill Murray spent
the guys
years living his low
at the end.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't remember how many people figured out how many days he's in the loop. Yeah, some people figured that out mathematically, and it was a long time. Yeah.
Surely it'd age still, wouldn't it?
No, that was the trick.
Well,
yeah, but if he can remember it, surely he would. Anyway.
Yeah.
Cause and effect, yeah.
That's a snag of time travel.
Yeah.
And Groundhog Day was 1993. So about the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, now it'd be interesting to go back and find out what influenced some of these other time loop films. Was it seeing Star Trek that made him do it, or was it Groundhog Day that influenced people?
Oh, there you go. The Girl Who Let Through Time is based on it goes as 65 novel of the same name. That's pretty cool.
Huh.
Some I might have to look up. So that was in 1983.
Interesting.
Girl Who Let Through Time.
Yeah. Was that released in the States?
Never heard of it.
Or was it only in Japan?
I bet it's on YouTube though.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Me either. Never had it, but.
No.
But a lot of filmophiles and guys who write movies and stuff, they do see those kind of things that we don't ever see,
Yeah.
It's
it very well could be that you talk to the guys who did Groundhog Day, and they very well could say, oh yeah, I saw that
Googling it.
film and it influenced me to make Groundhog Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to Google. Yeah, it's
just know that
I believe. It's a Japanese anime, I think.
All right, okay.
Joe's amazing wealth of knowledge.
It's just Googling it.
Yeah, just well, that's what everybody does these days, isn't it? Nobody's got any knowledge anymore. It's just too easy just to type into something. And the thing is, kids today just don't remember anything, so don't need to.
No, they don't have to.
Yeah. All the cool ideas eventually wind back to Japan. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, of course they do, yeah.
Yeah. Here's Moles.
Moles. Evening. Charlie tonight. What's been going on?
Yeah.
So yeah, that is something I might look up actually, because I'm really into my time travel. That's my favourite genre of movies, time travel, Back to the Future and things like that. I've always
time machine.
yeah, I've always loved time travel. I think it comes from Star Trek actually, because my favourite episode of Star Trek ever is City on Edge of Forever.
Yeah.
So I think it all stems back to Star Trek.
Well, you'll have the book soon too, and then you'll know everything also. Because I didn't know it prior to that book.
Well, that's it. Read a book.
Yeah.
That's how you find out things.
Yeah.
The internet is brilliant, but you don't really take it in as well as you do if you just sit and read a book.
Yeah. Well, I have a hard time reading the screen of it. Like you go to Wikipedia or something. There's a lot of great knowledge on Wikipedia and other Wikipedia and Doctor Whopedia and all these other things, but I have a hard time sitting there and just reading off the screen. I need it. I can't deal with the glare from the light. Yeah. Like if we could turn the light off and have it black and white somehow, so I could read it, I'd be fine. But that light, I can't deal with the light to read it that long.
Yeah. Too many distractions on your phone or iPad or whatever. Because it's like adverts flash up and things are flashing up and you're thinking, I just want to read this. But you can't. With a book, you've just got it there. Are you going back to work?
Bye-bye.
Thoughts on time travel in the Marvel movie, breaking all the rules and ignoring temporal paradoxes?
Well, no, they don't ignore the temporal paradox. They talk it away by saying there cannot be a paradox because, like it makes sense because if I'm sitting here right now in 2020, okay, my timeline is moving forward. My individual person, my individual human being, the John timeline is moving forward through time. If I go back to 1910, okay, I still have my own personal timeline that's moving into the future. Even though the calendar year is 2010, it is still John's future. So, like, if I'm sitting in, on January 1st, 2020, and I go back in time to 1910, my future has now moved a day. So it's essentially the same as if it was January 2nd, 2020, but I just happen to be in 1910. So my future is still going forward. I'm still aging a day. I'm still aging 2 days if I stay back in 1910, 2 days. I'm still aging a week if I stay back there. You know what I mean? So my timeline is still moving forward into the future, even though the calendar year says 2000 or 1910. So there is no paradox with me screwing up something that happened in my future, because when I go back to my future on January 2nd of 2020 or whatever day it is, I'm still moving forward in my own personal future. It's not. It's difficult to grasp in your mind sometimes how that works, but. So there's never any paradoxes.
Jordan, there's no time travel, so how can there be rules? It's all made up.
Yeah.
You can make up any type of time travel rules you want. There's no rules whatsoever.
It's like
movies have different ways of handling time travel.
Yeah, it's like Iron Man said to Ant-Man in the movie. He's like, "Are you seriously trying to tell me the rules from Back to the Future?"
No. So it's just different movies have different rule for time travel.
When it all comes down to it, it's dependent on the writer of the story and how they want to handle time travel. And how they personally see the rules working,
It's like Doctor Who's met himself numerous times. There's never been a paradox there.
Yeah. And Doctor Who goes back and forwards. Well, they used to go backwards and forwards all the time. Now, for some reason, they're just stuck on Earth. I don't know why.
Don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that.
Speaking of Mark, did you see that? Did you see the Sesame Street the other day with the Doctor Who episode?
No, I don't think we do. We actually get Sesame Street. I don't think we do. Yeah, it's actually on TV.
The only reason I watched it is because people were talking about it, and he did like a whole Doctor Who thing where they have a Doctor Who Sesame Street character who steps out of a TARDIS, and he's bringing all his friends with him. Actually, it's Doctor 2, like the number 2.
Oh, Doctor 2.
It's Doctor 2.
Is it a man or a woman?
It's a man, and 2 Cybermen come out. So there's 2 Muppet Cybermen, and then there's 2 Muppet Daleks. And then the yes, those guys come out.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah. And it was like it was just this whole little deal they did about Doctor Who. It was funny. I enjoyed it. It was a nice little bit.
I'll have to look that up.
I'm sure the clip's on YouTube somewhere there.
I'll find it,
Yeah. Sesame Street Doctor Who.
Yes, I read Ready Player One. I love
read the book also.
The book is absolutely fantastic.
And I absolutely
was not very disappointing. It was okay.
I hated the book but loved the movie. I'm the opposite of Mark.
All right. No, because
the book was written like the guy who wrote the book had absolutely no business writing a book. He writes like he's a 3-year-old.
Have you read his second book? Is it Armada?
He writes like he's a 3-year-old. It's like he had absolutely no grammar training at all. It's just like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I get that. But the premise of the story. I mean, it's on the Elder, isn't it? And have war games in the. I thought of that. I thought, oh bloody hell, they're going to get Master Broderick de-aged again and get him in the film when the film came out. They just for The Shining instead of war games.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, it's probably licensing. You probably couldn't get it
licensing.
War game, but
it was totally licensing. Yeah.
It's not like it's like war games of like not a kiddie film, but like a teenage film. And Shining's for like adults, isn't it? So adults by the anyway. They probably can only get license for Shining. But yeah, I like it. I love Ready Player One.
Yeah, but Tim, I mean, if you're writing books, most authors are good at English grammar. That's
Paul's just late because he's got an awesome delivery on Man.
Oh, you got a man. Cool.
Wow. That is an awesome. That'll cost you quite a bit. You don't have to tell us. Tim needs a man. We all need a man.
Yeah, I need a man. I
need a man. Yeah, the book is definitely better. That's 2-1. Man. Yeah, we've shown that one. It's written just as Star Wars geeks. It is.
Let's go back to talking toilet. Have you seen Toilet Wars, where there was the giant toilet? It was up there. He blew up Topia, the planet, and the toilet wings had to fly in. And
it was those blow bombs.
Luke Toilet Scout had to team up with Han Toilet Ring, and they had to go out and battle Darth Toilet. And
people don't seem to read books anymore. I disagree with you there. Yeah,
I still do.
Us geeks do. Oh, hey. Well, us geeks read books.
Although I believe I do think that a lot of book reading has channeled itself into a couple things. Because when I worked at a bookstore for 17 years doing display work, setting up displays, and all the new books would come in and have to build. And watching over that time period of what sold when I first got there to what was selling when I left, genre books took over the market. So whether it's science fiction, fantasy, the mystery authors, romance authors, like those books that you can just fit into those genres, and they generally come out as paperbacks, they're quick reads, like those things took over the market. And political books. So if something would happen in politics, or a celebrity would get like something against them, they would write a book about it, like the biography of the president, the biography of Seinfeld, Anthony Daniels' biography, like things like that would always sell. There'd be a waiting list like a mile long for those, so it was like those two genres, stuff about real people, or fantasy, like what do you say, genre type books like romance, mystery, fantasy, they
fucking camera.
Classic literature and like science and nature and all that, like stuff about art, like those were niche things that people don't read anymore.
Mark said he reads every night, and I dread to think what Mark reads. I probably got an autobiography out.
I might technically read something every couple days, but it's a comic book more than a real book.
Fanboys, anybody? Same writers as Ready Player One. They did Fanboys. I didn't know that. And also Goldbergs. All right. That's surprising.
I like Adam Goldberg. I like Adam Goldberg's stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I thought Matt were being a bit quiet there. It's just his internet.
I thought Fanboys was interesting when it first came out, but upon rewatching it, it's like you can so clearly tell the bias and the opinion of the people who did it, that really, if you go to conventions and go to things, it really clashes with their point of view. Like their point of view is not really how real life is. And I've often wondered, like, what motivated them behind the scenes to take that point of view and run with it, because it's really contrary to the way the real life is, and they try to make it out to be like that's based on real life, but it's not. It's their opinion of what life is. So it's kind of strange.
The missus is scowling at me, looking at him. I bet she is. Oh no. I'm not intellectual. Nearly finished the Anthony Daniels book. Oh, starting Death Troopers next. That's a good book.
Yeah.
Matt's in carbon freeze. Yeah, we thought you nodded off there for a while. Yeah.
No, I could still watch you, but my video just froze. So I just left and joined back in again.
Oh, Ernest Cline has a Back to the Future DeLorean. That's surprising. Probably got it off the royalties of the book.
Yeah, the last day, sometimes people pack up and go. It does suck sometimes, that last day. I don't like it when some of the guys leave early. You're like, no, they wanted you to stay here the whole time. Don't leave early. Yeah, the freaking... some of the stuff that happens in that book. And then they didn't even touch it till the third, like the whole aviary scene that's in the first book. They didn't even start to touch it until, was it Jurassic Park 3? And then they still did it all wrong. It was like, ugh, because it was so good in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's it, Dale. You're right. Yeah, that's true. The culture has changed since 98, 99. So that is true. Yeah. I mean, we've had 20 years of growth. So, like I said, it's like when I look back at it now, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not how things are. But you're right. That probably because I've lived through the 20 years of growth since then, and now things are different. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
Black Spire Outpost, is that any good? You're saying it's not bad. I mean, it's not something I'd be really interested in, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Going to the party is more important anyways.
Yeah.
Spending time with family is generally always
at the moment,
Yeah, because they won't be around forever,
Tell me about it. On June again. He's trying to read it again. That's hard. It's hard work. It's a good book, but it's hard work. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this new movie version.
Yeah. A lot of pictures have come out, haven't they, recently?
They're doing it again, yeah. See, I still can't get past, like, I couldn't watch the television extended stuff and all those ones they did a few years ago.
Yeah.
Because I still can't, like, the sets, it's the setting, the sets, and the costumes. They gotta be, in my mind, that was the perfect one when Geiger, H.R. Geiger, the guy who did the aliens, when H.R. Geiger designed Dune for the movie that we all grew up with Kyle MacLachlan and everything, like, to me, that forever changed all the books. Every time I read the books, that's what I see. Yeah. So when someone does it modern and then they change that look, they take me out of that universe. It's kind of like, what if suddenly Star Wars was completely different? What if suddenly Chewbacca had scales and he was a lizard instead of a Wookiee? What if the all of a sudden the Sarlacc pit suddenly had a mouth instead of just being tentacles, stupid George. But like, what if like the Wampa suddenly wasn't a furry white creature and it was suddenly a snake? Like it's like, no, the Wampa's not a snake. What are you doing? That's how I see the modern Dune stuff. Whenever I look at it, I'm like, no, you've completely changed the stilt suits. They don't look like that. They're supposed to look like this. Or no, the worms weren't like that. The worms, those things. Like that's not. What is this giant metallic thing with like weird stuff on it? That's not a worm, Like it's forever ingrained in my psyche that it has to look like, the Baron has to look like the Baron with all those pimples and gross things, and Fade has to look like Fade. Sting, it's like, yeah, I can't get over it.
Yeah,
I just can't.
I hope they have those force field things like they did in the original film. Blocky,
the squares.
Force fields. I love all that.
The weird squares.
I love that. That was awesome. Yeah, I love the film. They better stay true to the film. Pay some respect to it because I do love that film. So I like to collect all the figures from Dune. Actually, that's one thing I like to collect.
So,
I've been looking at.
I don't own any of those, but that would
be
nice to have.
They are not cheap. So. You can get some loose quite easily, but carded.
Yeah, no. Even loose I'd love to have. But I agree with Tim. Like, yes, the miniseries and a lot of the modern stuff has been a lot closer to the books as far as the story goes. But it's the look. That look is just so timeless that I think I wish they could just mirror that look with the. And I know they don't really look like they're described in the books. I know he took liberties, but still, it's like I just have that so ingrained in my brain that I can't accept it anything else. It's got to look like that, man.
Well, I mean, the guy's track record with films, the director. I mean, like Blade Runner 2049, the fans loved it, but your normal day person didn't have a clue, did they? Yeah. And that's why the film didn't do very well. And I think this is going to happen with this Dune as well. I think all us fans of sci-fi are going to love it, but a normal everyday person is going to be going sort of scratching their head. And so I do wonder. I don't think it's going to be a massive hit, but it's going to be good. Have you done the last Have you seen Arrival? That was
I liked Arrival. Yeah, I liked Arrival.
Yeah,
I own that movie because I liked it so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's on from Phasma. Really?
Definitely give it a go.
Captain Phasma was probably one of the worst Star Wars books I've ever read. I didn't enjoy it at all.
No.
See, I'm actually questioning if any movie will do good in the next couple of years. I have a feeling that.
Yeah.
Of all this and the way they're going to have to do the seating. Like I've been hearing they're going to make like a rule where you have to skip, like, unless you're sitting with a friend, you've got to skip like 6 seats. So they're only going to sell
they're taking seats out, haven't they?
Maybe they are. I don't know, but
they've taken. Yeah, I've seen pictures where they've left like 2 seats and then taken a load out and left 2 seats, taken a load out. They really struggle to get in the cinema and see certain films. So,
So I just have a feeling that like no movie is going to do that big of an opening week, and they're not going to do that big of, overall, just because it's going to be so limited to how you watch films.
Yeah. I can't understand why they're doing that, to be honest with you. Just, I don't know. They're going to have to do something, obviously, but
we should all just get hazmat suits. Why not? Just get these big plastic suits
and
walk around.
Yeah.
Big Darth Vader suits.
Darth Vader from Vulcan.
Yeah.
The prices will go up. You have to compensate for the ticket losses in cinema.
Maybe.
It'll probably kill the cinemas off. once and for all, and everything will just go
Yeah.
streaming services. Because as TVs are getting big now, TVs are getting bigger. We can watch a movie on a big widescreen TV now.
Yeah.
So I hate to say it, but it probably will.
There might be like certain ones that stay for special screenings that can, the big corporate ones that can afford to stay around.
Yeah.
It might move down to like one theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just show special screenings of stuff, like
that documentary, Dune documentary. I've heard about it. I can't remember where I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they was talking about that. So I'm interested in seeing that.
Is that sort of the idea about all the robots and stuff? Robots that were introduced in it or something?
Yeah, they're going to be a totally different film, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, there was robots controlled them, and it was completely different, wasn't it? Some weird take on it.
We need drive-in theaters again. That's the other thing too.
Yeah,
speaking of that, they reopened one here in Florida. There's a new drive-in theater that they just opened up. Yeah, because of this crisis. So you're right.
Popular.
That might end up happening. You're right.
Yeah. For obvious reasons. The only books I had to get to the Jedi, it's first person, isn't it? So yeah. Last Shot, I've not read that. And Battlefront Twilight Company, I quite liked that. I will always go, yeah. I mean, you've got to see a Star Wars film at the cinema.
Yeah,
of course you have. Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. Like Mark's saying, there's a theater that played some retro. That's what I mean. Like those, that's what theaters might turn into. Is just they're showing. They might not be open 7 days a week. They might just be like, okay, these 3 days we're showing this movie. It's a special event, and then and when a new movie comes out, it'll be limited run in those kind of theaters. And it's like it's more of a special thing than doing it every single week, kind of thing.
Like Secret Cinema. Secret Cinema's amazing.
Oh, I'd love to go to one of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd love to go to.
What do they do? What do they do? I'm not familiar.
Everybody just dresses up as the characters from the movie. Like Back to the Future, they had a Hill Valley. Huh. And everybody's in character as a person from that movie.
They've done Blade Runner, they've done Star Wars, they've done Stranger Things one, I think, or something like that. They've done recently, and they're brilliant.
And a lot of people dress up in the audience.
Yeah, you have to pay quite a lot. Then they sort of tell you to go to this secret. They don't tell you where it is. You've got to get this secret thing, and you got to go there, and then suddenly you start seeing all these people dressed up like you. Because the Blade Runner one was all like the Blade Runner one. They used a lot of metal containers and stuff, and it looks like going through Chinatown, and it's brilliant. I love to have gone. So and you've got to dress up. You've got to be in character. So and then you get actors coming up to you and asking you to do things and help them out and stuff. And
the Star Wars one where Amber were giving you blue milk all the time.
Yeah, and you had Imperials walking around interrogating you, and you get people coming up to you and saying, "Do you want to buy some spice and stuff?" And brilliant. Yeah.
Oh, went to an open air viewing of Raiders. Oh, I'd love to see that. Wow.
Yeah, maybe that too, like open air viewings where you're sitting out on the lawn or kind of hillside. They do that once in a while, and you can actually make your own space when those are out. Yeah, so maybe there'll be more of those too,
What was your first Star Wars in the cinema? Mine was 8 years old, but it was Star Wars, obviously.
Yeah, I was 4, Star Wars, but I don't personally remember it. I just know the story that my parents told me, so I don't personally remember my own personal memory is of Return of the Jedi. I went with my neighbor and his father. And my neighbor's father, I remember when we walked out, me and all our friends loved it, but my neighbor's father, he hated it. He's like, that was the worst one of the three. What's going on with those stupid little bears? He's like, the whole car ride home, he's like, damn it, like.
Oh dear.
It was funny. And us kids were all like, what are you talking about? That was awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, on my 8th birthday, actually, I went to see Star Wars. I didn't see Empire Strikes until about 81, 82, though, because it was a double screening of Star Wars. So it was just only the second time I'd seen Star Wars, and then went into Empire Strikes Back. I think it must have been about 81, about 81, I would have thought.
Yeah, I saw the triple screening where they showed all three.
Yeah.
So that's why I remember seeing it. And I walked in near the end of the first film. So that's when my dad brought us in. They were just about to blow the Death Star up. So I didn't see much of Star Wars. And then I saw the other two. So that really screwed me up.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not like today when you can just pop it in your and watch it, click a button and watch it. You had to wait for the next showing, and what a nightmare.
I think the MCU, what Marvel did with the MCU was just brilliant, I think. Yeah. And I mean, like, whether you like the films or not, you've got to acknowledge that they pulled something off that no one in history has ever been able to do, having 20 some odd movies all connected in some shape or way or fashion.
Yeah.
And have it succeed at the level that they had these things succeed with. I just can't imagine what it must be like thinking back on my childhood and growing up with all these fantastic films, seeing like the Superman movies, the Star Trek, the Star Wars, Back to the Future stuff, all these things that had 2 or 3 films, these, Aliens. It's like, that was like an incredible experience for us growing up.
Yeah.
But think about today, if you were that same age as we were when we were kids watching those movies in the 80s, imagine what they have today with the MCU and what they're going to be talking about 30 years from now. I just feel like it's another heyday. Like the 80s were like the greatest period for movies and growing up. And then now this period with the MCU is that second wave of like, people are going to look back on this time period as one of the greatest times, just like we look back at the 80s as some of the greatest times for films,
Mm-hmm. DTM went to see the Back to the Future event, which I'd love to have gone to that.
Yeah.
Actually, episode 1. I've seen the movies on the first day of release. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got one, yeah.
Same. Agree. I agree.
Yeah, they had Empire Strikes Back as well. That's jumped. Wow.
When they replayed just before this lockdown, they replayed Willow in one of the theaters here, and I was desperately trying to get my brother to go with me to go see that because he loved Willow when we were kids.
Yeah,
and I was like, dude, you gotta come with me to see this movie. It's back in the theaters. They're just for like they did one of those special nights, and it was brilliant seeing it again in the theaters. I loved it, and ever since he's just been like, damn it, I wish I went with you. I should have gone, like. And I saw someone earlier put up the thing about the new Willow television show, and I really hope they do it, and I hope that they do it in a way that's like it still acknowledges the original instead of rewriting it. Sort of like how Dark Crystal did. They left the continuity of the first one, and they did a different story in a different time frame, that relates to it. And I hope that's what they do with Willow.
Yeah.
Because what I would personally love is I love Warwick Davis. I love him as an actor. I love him as a person. Yeah. And I would very much love to see Warwick Davis come back and play his character as an older, wiser person, and
they're doing a TV series out there, Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix series. And that's what I'm saying. I hope they bring him back and let him play that character again, just as an older, wiser man. And then they have a new adventure in that same rather than redoing the movie and making it like a 12-part thing or something, you know. I mean, I'm sure I'll be happy. I'm sure I'll be happy either way because Willow's a great story, so I'm sure I'll be happy either way. But I'd rather see Warwick Davis come back. I love him as an actor and a person.
Hmm.
I'd rather have more Star Wars series and films. I like more solo.
Oh yeah, they last a bit.
They
last a bit longer, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I just want to do both. Do both. Do it more. Give me one a year. Give me, do whatever. Yeah.
Never saw the original trilogy at the cinema. My first Star Wars experience was the first UK TV show in October 1982. Action figure collecting started that day.
Yeah.
Nice one. That gets annoying putting new series on Netflix. Why is that? Why is that, Tim? Nobody else would fund it. There's only Netflix that got any money.
Yeah.
Disney got any money to fund these things. CBS are in trouble. Looks like they might be selling Star Trek again.
Well, and a lot of them just merged to form HBO Max. There was like 10 or 12 app channels merged into one, like Warner Brothers, DC Universe, Turner Classic Movies, the Crunchyroll, Cartoon Network, Adult Swim. They all merged and are now HBO Max. So it's like in order to get the same level of content that Netflix and Disney Plus and those have, they had to merge. And that's what I think we're going to start seeing in the next couple of years. A lot of these online things merging because people aren't going to buy 20 different subscriptions, but they might buy 3 or 4, So they'll all merge into 3 or 4 big ones, and that'll be how it is. Oh, I love Time Bandits. Yes. I have it saved on one of the apps. It might actually be HBO Max. They have Time Bandits up. And I'm gonna watch it. I saved it in my list of things to watch in the next couple of weeks. And yes, I really look forward to watching that again.
Yeah,
I hope it stands up. I hope because I haven't seen it in probably 20 years. So I hope I don't start watching it and go, oh my gosh, what is what?
So just before we go, we've got 14 likes and 5 dislikes.
Nice.
So, what's going on there?
Okay.
What's going on there? I don't know.
Luke Skywalker flies in with his invisible jet. He's taking on Wonder Woman. Who will survive? Because neither one of them can see the plane that they're shooting at.
I don't know.
I play with my toys. I just constantly play with my toys. I love playing with my toys. I got to open the X-Wing so he can go in the X-Wing. It stands up, John.
Ooh, 5 dislikes.
The movie stands up. I see what he's saying. Yeah, the movie stands up.
Likes is in, we're going. Simple as that. Bad enough. So we'll see you tomorrow. It's Friday tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Last one of the week.
Last one tomorrow. Again. Yeah, another week done. Crikey.
Thank God for that. if you haven't hit like, go and do it now.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Not hard.
Yeah, 2 hours of John. Don't encourage him, please.
No.
Yeah.
Bye, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
I gotta roll. We gotta make spaghetti. So see you guys tomorrow.
Okay.